Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. 87 Buick Grand National. You know, this is the last run of truly an iconic car. You know, when you walk around these things, the all black paint was kind of weird for its time, and I don't think everybody knew how popular these cars would become later on. You know, there's not many cars are painted what they call monochromatic, meaning everything on the car from the moldings to the bumpers to everything is all black. Even like this molding here, if you looked at a regular Regal, all this bright work would be exactly that. And here they've powder coated everything on here, and it's really held up nicely. This particular car here has had virtually every single thing done to it all over again. So when you talk about sleepers and things like that, most people know that these are pretty fast to begin with. This one here is especially fast. As you walk around the car, there's not really any modifications on the outside of the car that would let you know other than the non-stock wheels. And I think a stock set of wheels on here would look really cool too if you don't love these. So you can go either way with this car, stock set of wheels or these performance ones here. But you know, there's some things that you look at on a car that let you know right away that a car is maybe somebody's baby and they've really taken care of it. For instance, like this right here, like wheels and tires. These are pretty expensive Firehawks with an upgraded set of wheels. They've gone out of their way to make themselves a great looking center cap there. And here's the one little thing I noticed. First off, expensive wheels and tires, but like this right here. I hate mud flaps. But you know what? This is what saved this entire car. This car has been repainted. Okay, the engine's been rebuilt, the transmission's been rebuilt, the rear end has been done, the interior's been done. I mean, so this car has probably had, you know, $25,000 worth of work to it, and it's priced in the teens. It's really an incredible, incredible bargain. And on top of it, not only is it fast, it's comfortable. And we'll walk around and look at some of the options and things like that that are on it that make it really nice. Quality of paint, we talk about that. Make sure that's nice and clear for you if you're looking at cars out there. You should be able to read everything on there. You should be able to read things like the time. That's what I'm talking about. That's the clarity that we're looking for in paint. Because paint looks shiny from far away in pictures and things like that, but the video really shows how things look. All right, let's take a peek under the hood for a minute, because under here, this is where a lot of the modifications came and a lot of the money was spent on the car. Are you ready? Come on in a little bit and let's look at a couple things. Check out the billet pulleys in here. Remote oil filter, obviously upgraded turbo, boost controller here, upgraded intake, all of it's polished. Look at the tubes that come in. Got the fresh ram air right in here, coming down underneath. Look at the size of the intercooler. You can see some of the small things in this car that says to it right away, this is a serious piece of hardware. You know, I'm gonna say it's around 300 horsepower, but it's really about 400 horsepower. And 400 real horsepower, I'm talking about real horsepower, not 400 horsepower like the old days where you take off, you know, 20%, you know, like when they changed it in the early 70s, but this is the real deal stuff. So, for instance, like stuff like this, like billet valve covers, engraved and etched with the engine builder's name on there. But you still remain a luxury car too, because you still have air conditioning. You still have power disc brakes. We still have power steering. Electric fan on here now. So a couple of nice things in there. The cruise control still on the car. So it's retained a lot of its great stuff. And just like little pieces, man, this is just a nicely done car. I gotta tell you what, man, if you can afford a car in this range, this is probably one of the nicest Grand Nationals as far as performance and things like that go, and it's beautifully restored. Let's take a peek in the trunk for a second, and I'll show you another good sign that I see when I'm buying a car. All right, let's do this. I purposely left the trunk untouched. I didn't do anything to the trunk. I just opened it real quick to see what was in here. And I love this. For instance, this sticker right here is pretty important. I got a little cold, so sorry. Right here showing you all the options that came on the car. All right, that's the original build sticker right here. These are similar to what you would call a build sheet for the older cars. Jacking instructions. This was cool. Anytime somebody puts a car cover in the car, you know that it was their baby. Comes with the bag. This is the box that we probably don't need anymore for the custom floor mats that are in the car. We'll look at those when we go inside the car. It's right here are seat covers for long drives if you want to. That's how they were able to keep the seats so clean and things like that. And an extra set of gray rubber mats if you want to put those over top of the Grand National mats. But the original spare tires in there, the jack is in there. It's really very authentic. For instance, like if you put the stock wheels on the car, nobody really know. The interior, a couple small little modifications inside, and we'll look at those in a second, but other than that, that's pretty much it. This car sounds great too. cool little lip spoiler. Everybody knows from behind that it's serious performance. All right, let's take a peek inside for a second. And this is kind of cool because this is like, this is weird because almost everything in this interior is bone stock except for this, these upgraded gauges and the Scan Master here for boost and things like that, let you know what's going on under the hood. But like the radio is stock. If we were just to move this right under here underneath the dash, nobody'd be the wiser. But look how beautiful the interior is. Nicely done. Factory console, cool looking set of mats there. It's got the original upgraded sound system in it still. And if you want to, what we do for a lot of people is we upgrade the sound system, but we hide it in the glove box. And we put a digital sound in here, and it can go right in there for you. That way nobody knows it's there. Retains the stock dash and all that good stuff. Got tilt wheel. We talked about cruise control earlier. Got dual mirrors, sport wheel. This also has power windows, power locks, power seat. Just loaded up car. Factory tack on the dash, which looks great. And of course, it's got the fabulous 85-mile-an-hour speedometer, which I think you're done with in second gear. And this is a 4-speed automatic, by the way. You know, I'm closing up the video on this car. This is just cool, man. You know, I don't really need to say anymore. You look at the car, it's great looking. Obviously, it's got a lot of performance enhancements to it. On top of the fact it's still an easy and great car to drive, man, with the air conditioning, the power windows, power seat, locks, cruise, like all the modern convenience you could want with great muscle car horsepower. Anyway, awesome car, great price on a nicely built one too. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about this last year Grand National.